and welcome to another one of our short new feature videos for TeamKinetic 2.6, which is due at the end of June 2025. This video is going to be about our new volunteer check-in system. We've designed this primarily for people or organizations that have a lot of volunteers in one area or one venue, things like events, or that are concentrated around venues or locations like hospices or hospitals, those sorts of things. And there's a number of ways to check people in. The information is there then for you to know how many people are on site, how many people are in the building or in the venue, if people are where they should be, and also as a way of monitoring how long they spend at the venue for login hours. But primarily, it's around working out where people are and if they're where they should be. So to check in someone, there's a number of ways in. So the first way is by the volunteer proffering a barcode. So if we head to this opportunity here that they're currently on, you'll see there's a new section on the left for the management page for their opportunity, which is check-in, which has a barcode. But this barcode could be scanned by a member of staff or a separate volunteer at the entrance to the venue. And it will link to a check-in page for that opportunity for that volunteer. I'm just going to follow this link here because I don't have a barcode. It's kind of ready for this video. So this page will lead to the check-in page for that volunteer for that opportunity for that day. So this is the session on that opportunity charity shop test for that volunteer. And it tells you when it starts. And this is the session that is on that day. If they have multiple sessions for that day, they'll all appear here in a list, and you can choose which one to check in and check out. So it's as simple as hitting the check-in button. It tells us it's successful. And if you just pop quick refresh, you'll see that you get a table at the bottom now with the current check-ins for this volunteer and this opportunity. And it'll tell you who's checked in where for that opportunity. You'll notice here now you also have a checkout box here. Because this is a sessional opportunity, it doesn't matter when you check the person out. It'll put by default in this box the maximum number of hours for that session. But you can edit that here and put in as many hours or as few hours as you wish. And you just check the box. And now when I check them out, it will also log those hours. If we head to the opportunity that we're talking about here, if we just pop over to Marilyn's volunteer page, you can see their opportunity here. It's charity shop test opportunity. So if we can bring the opportunity page up, there is a section here for the opportunity to let you know who's been checked in and what status they're currently in. And you can also check them out there. It tells you how long they've been on site between the check-in and the current time, if they have not been checked out. If they have been checked out, then that time on site would correspond to the difference between the check-in and the checkout time. So you see I've refreshed the page here, and now they've been on site for a minute since they were checked in. And that will keep incrementing until you hit the checkout. That's a great way to sign people in if you are on site and there's lots of volunteers coming through and you want to do them as they arrive. It's also great if the person signing, checking those volunteers in, checking the barcodes, doesn't know the volunteers very well, so it doesn't know who they are or what sessions they're on, all those sorts of things. If they don't have that information to hand, they can scan the barcode and the information is right there in front of them. That page where they get scanned in, that currently is only available to admins, but we're open to, the reason we've put that page separately in the first iteration, it's only open to admins, but it does mean we have the potential to open that page up, perhaps we're protected or open so that you can assign a volunteer to check other volunteers in, like a sort of team leader person. It doesn't have to be an admin doing the check-in. That's this page here. The second way to sign in, which is potentially quicker and more flexible, is via the day schedule report. So this is great if you've got an admin on site who knows where everyone's supposed to be and who the volunteers are. You can sign them in sort of en masse if you like. This page has the advantage of showing all opportunities at once, and you can select any start and end date. So you could default this to just being the whole period of the weekend or just the day you're currently processing. As you know, this report shows you the number of volunteers that are currently on this session for this opportunity, the times, etc., and how many spaces you've got left and all that sort of stuff that the day report generally does. But if you click on the volunteer number here, it brings up the volunteers that are on that session. And here again, you can check in and check out. At this point, this lady has already been checked in on the previous screen, so here we're checking them out. If we hit the checkout there, you can see it changes to check in at that point. And if we go back to this opportunity now, look at the check-in list. You can see now that the status has changed to checkout, being checked out. So we have a check-in time and we have a checkout time. And then we've got the difference between 3 minutes. And now if I refresh this page, back to the check-in page, you'll see that time is no longer incrementing because they've been checked out. So that's the check-in and check-out. Say 2 main ways to do it, either via the volunteer producing the barcode on their phone, or the admin using the day schedule report to update any opportunity on any opportunity on any volunteer on any opportunity that has to be occurring on that day or in that period. Hope you get some good use out of it. As with all these features, you can try them out on the demo site. The instructions for logging in are there on the screen when you open the site up, and you can mess about and add details and change and try all these features out without potentially damaging or breaking your own system. All the information on that demo site gets reset every hour, so we encourage people to go there and fiddle about and try these things out. Keep an eye out for the rest of the videos, and also keep an eye out for the blog post about the release, which goes into much more detail about each feature and also contains information about all the small changes and that sort of stuff. Great. Thanks very much. See you on the next one.